Welcome back to Daily Boosters. And today I have with me Paresh Rughani, who is a UK-based multi-award winning international motivational speaker. Who else should we talk about demotivation? So he's also a visiting professor in executive leadership and management programs. So he's a big deal, okay? But like they say, he always likes to keep a low profile. And so I am so honored to have him on the show today. Good day, Dr. Paresh. How are you doing, sir?
Good afternoon from the UK. I am fine. And I can see your smiles for miles here in London. It's a very dull day with the COVID, but you know what? We have to see light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, everything is fine. And I've been really looking forward to your talk. You know, they say patience can turn grass into milk. So there we are. You know?
Indeed, really? Okay, so I've been asking this question all month long, and it's just one question, and I'm just gathering, different perspective and different ways that different people, deal with this question. How do you deal with the days, on those days when you are demotivated, right? How do you boost your day? How do you get out of that mood of demotivation? Or when things don't go the way you expect them to? How are you able to navigate those seasons and get back on track to achieving your goals?
Well, like I said, my dissertation in university was more than 75,000 words just on motivation. So obviously we have about a few minutes rather than that dissertation. But sometimes, EJ, is that, what can I call you, EJ?
Yes, please.
It's like electrifying jolliness, that's EJ. Maybe EJP, electrifying jolliness personality. That's my first impression. But no, I'm being honest. I mean, I know you're laughing, but I'm just speaking from my heart, and your hand is on your heart. And I always say, listen to your heart. It may be on your left, but it's always right. Anyway, that's just my heart-to-heart advice. I just thought I'll get it out of my heart. Sometimes, EJ, I just feel life is not simple, but I don't make notes. So even my lectures, as you've seen, is just from the heart. And I'm just saying it could be like simple as ABC. A is for attitude. B is for belief, self-belief. And C is caring for others. So let me start with A. I think when you're really feeling down, you've got to have a positive mental attitude. Everybody has heard of that. But you know what? When I do case studies and scenarios with my public's clients, obviously there's a 2-day masterclass, EJ. So we have to fill in the gaps. So I do a little case study and I tell them that, look, if A equals number 1 and if Z equals number 26, why don't you put numbers to the corresponding letters and add them up for attitude? And you know what? Some Tom, Dick and Harry is always there without doing his homework. Hey, sir, I know it. That equals 100. Attitude. It does become 100. That's what I do in my spare time, by the way. Just play with words and letters. But and by the way, when you do hard work, put numbers to letters for hard work. Guess what? That's 98. It happens to be. So I think attitude is very important. It is the attitude rather than your aptitude, which determines your altitude. And it's not just about looking at half full or half empty. I think it's about, you can always refill the glass, can't you? And I think everyone talks about looking at half full, but I think the real essence of that is to find a thirsty person in the room who actually needs that water, So that's all about attitude. And I think it's got to be the attitude of gratitude. When you're feeling really low, just be grateful for the Lord's bountiness, all the gracious people, love, kindness. You may remember, EJ, there was a big news about a 93-year-old Italian person in a COVID hospital in Italy. And he was given a ventilator because he was on the ICU unit. When he came out, they said, excuse me, sir, do you have any dependents or have you, because obviously they thought that he'll be retired and pushing for money. And he says, I'm really sorry, but this ventilator has cost us not 500 UK pounds, but 500 euros. He started literally crying. And they said, sir, don't worry, you don't have to pay the 500 euros now, but that's the cost of the ventilator. He goes, doctor, I'm not actually crying because I cannot pay the 500 euros. I can pay the 500 euros. But I'm really crying that I've been using oxygen for 93 years on this earth. And God and the Lord Supreme has never charged me a single dirham or a single penny. And I'm really grateful to the Lord. So I think attitude of gratitude could really lessen your problems. And A, B, C, and the B would be, I would say, self-belief. Believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, believe in others who believe in you. There were a lot of people in London and Dubai when I came to do, I do a lot of work with Dubai Duty Free, by the way.
Okay.
My dear friend is the chairman, Colin McLaughlin. And the Burj Al Arab, the Jumeirah, their chairman is Gerald Lawless. And both of them have been real good mentors to me, amazing world-class leaders. And I'm very small. You know, a big man is known by the way they treat a little man like Paresh. And they all told me that, are you sure you want to, are you sure you're an accountant? Are you sure you want to pursue? Because we think you're more of a, and I said, not really. My dad in the UK, my dad, you know, the Indian background, they always want their son to become a dad, a D-A-D, a doctor, accountant, dentist. And I just became the middle one just to please my dad. But my passion was always in speaking. In fact, that's where I scored all my degree marks, more in the words and the essays and the dissertation than the number crunching. So believe in yourself or believe in others like Mr. Colum and Mr. Gerald Lawless, who says that, you know, and being spiritual, you know, you don't have to be religious, but being spiritual, you can believe in God. Yeah. I call it G-O-D. That's my favorite now. You wait for this coming up now, EJ. Good things comes to those who wait. My G-O-D, guaranteed overnight delivery.
Woo! So good.
Guaranteed overnight delivery. But you know what? My mom is 84 and she goes, Paresh, let's think of Diwali, when the Hindu festival of Diwali and the lights, you could also say G-O-D. So I said, what's that, mom? And she goes, goodness over darkness. Goodness over darkness. So I think you just got to believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. The COVID will pass. This too shall pass. And think of the future as bright. Like one of my role models, and I'm sure yours, Oprah Winfrey. You know, she says the future is so bright. I repeat, the future is so bright that my eyes literally burn. So, you know, you got to be very optimistic. And I'm actually writing a book now. So it's called Mission Impossible or Mission I Am Possible. 52 magical mantras for success. Okay, 52 magical mantras for success. And I'm in the process of finishing that. It's gone to the publishers. But that's what I write about, 52 short, bite-sized chapters. When you're feeling low, how to go high. Right. Because, you know, if you want to get to the top, you must get off your bottom, to say metaphorically. And then, sorry, and I mentioned A, B, and C. And I think C is very, very important, EJ. And that's really caring for people, caring for the community. You know, don't just talk about it. Walk your talk. Put your money where your mouth is. I always say live to give and give to live. You've got to be compassionate. I think there's so much research, scientific research, which one of my mentor always talks about. By the way, my mentor who really got me into this speaking is none other than Robin Sharma, the monk who sold his Ferrari. Okay. And he's got a new book out you might have read called The 5 a.m. Club. And I've been with Robin so many places to listen to his lecture. And every time we meet for a cappuccino or my virgin mojito, which I always drink, he always says to me, how come you got 32 pages? I'm talking about the same old thing again and again. And I said, Robin, I'm just hungry, you know, and for information, because a hungry man is an angry man. And that's another thing. Never be angry, because anger is only one letter short of danger. So never be angry. And and Robin Sharma always talks about scientific research. By giving, by sharing, by community, by volunteering, right? Your dopamine increases, your oxytocin increases, your serotonin increases, your endorphins increases, all those happy hormones. So I really think, EJ, we got to become from sad to mad. And you might say, what's that, Paresh? Well, sad is stress and anxiety and depression. That's what I call sad. But we got to become mad. I don't mean OCD. I don't mean paranoid or schizophrenic. I mean mad, M-A-D, making a difference.
Whoa.
At the end of the day, EJ, it's all about two things. How many peoples did you live better off than you found them? And what did you do for others? I'm reminded of our spiritual guru, Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who's actually the inspirer of the upcoming temple in Abu Dhabi right now. You might know they're building a very beautiful, ancient Indian temple in Abu Dhabi. And it's been gifted by the Royal Prince of Abu Dhabi. So Pramukh Swami always says, in the joy of others lies our own. In the progress of others lies our own. In the good of others lies our own. Whenever you see Pramukh Swami, Guinness Book of Records, this is his mantra. What about Mother Teresa? She says, you don't always have to give money, EJ. Please give your heart. Please give your ears to somebody in need. You know, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And how can I forget Mahatma Gandhi? In fact, my ancestors come from the same village in Gujarat called Porbandar from Mahatma Gandhi. And he says, obviously he says, if you need to find yourself, he says, if you need to find yourself, you need to lose yourself in the service of others. And obviously, as a regular speaking in the British Parliament and the House of Lords here, I always get reminded by Winston Churchill. And he always says, there's a quotation on his statue as we go up the room number. And he always says that, you know, we make a living by what we give. We don't make a living by what we earn, but we make a living by what we give. So to me, I think those three things are very, very, and obviously, EJ, there's other things.
Of course.
You know, you could say vitamin D is very important, right? Walking in the sunshine, mind you, very dull now. I really felt jealous of Dubai. I mean, is bye-bye Dubai or is it bye-bye Dubai? Is it Dubai or not Dubai? And that is the question. And I really love Dubai, but feeling really jealous here. But I'm sure Dubai is quite sunny. Dubai is 4 hours ahead, right? So yours is more sort of evening down. But
yes,
yeah, I think just going for a vitamin D, going for a sunshine, nature, listening to birds, looking at the rivers is very therapeutic. And anything, you might have meditation, you might have music, you might do your prayers. I call it the power of prayers. I call that POP, prayer, power of prayers. You know, prayers can move mountains.
very true.
You know, your title, by the way, when you told me today, I mean, I'm just speaking from my heart, right? You told me it's all about how to boost your motivation.
Yes.
I don't know about Dubai, but I'm sure there is a chocolate called Boost in Dubai, like England. It's called Boost.
Ah, okay.
And that's a coconut flavored chocolate. It's really good and filling you, you know. And I think have a boost, literally, metaphorically. Have a chocolate because the sugar, as long as you don't have too much sugar, I know, but sometimes the sugar boosts your motivation. And, you know, you can have that Kit Kat, have a break, have a Kit Kat. You can have your 2 fingers, you can have your 4 fingers, you can have your chunky, you can have your gold edition Kit Kat. It's up to you. Oh, there used to be an advert in England when I was very young about Mars. A Mars a day helps you work, rest, and play. So I honestly think that sometimes you can't be too much naughty but nice. But, you know, when your mom is not around, you can open that fridge and have your desserts. By the way, EJ, why do you think I'm saying desserts? Because if you spell desserts backwards, so desserts spelled backwards, it's stressed. Oh. So you do that stressed upside down and backwards, desserts. So have your desserts to improve, you know. But
wow, thank you so much, Dr. Paresh. Like, I'm so honored to have you here and to have you share, you know, how we can boost our day and stay motivated. Guys, you've listened, you've heard it. And I mean, speaking from somebody who is a top motivational speaker, you've got it all there. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. And can
I just give you the last mantra of my thing?
Go for it. I
think what you need to do is have empathy on people. You know, I had the blues when I had no shoes until I saw a man without feet. So be empathetic and just forgive and forget, and then just rest and relax, and then just MNS, either motivational speaker or go to Marks and Spencer. So FNF, forgive and forget, RNR, rest and relax, and MNS, motivational speaker or Marks and Spencer. At the end of the day, EJ, the whole and the soul formula for reducing my sort of stress and really feel high again is to have my mantra. And that mantra on my website is aspire to inspire before you expire. Aspire to inspire before you expire. Love all, trust few, follow one, hate none. God bless you, EJ.
God bless you too, Dr. Paresh. Thank you so much. Guys, it's been amazing today, and I'll see you tomorrow with yet another person answering the same question. And we are almost getting to the end of the month. Yeah, and I'll see you. Bye. Hi. Okay, so I'm back again. You're going to be seeing this face a lot, but thank you for watching today's Daily Booster. I hope that you learned one or two things, okay? So please drop in the comment section what shot at you the most. Like, how do you feel? What do you think about this person's answer, right? So let us hear you, or let us read from you in the comment section. Let's have this conversation. How would you answer that question if I had asked you the same question? So come on, comment in the comment section and let's keep the conversation going. Have a fantastic day, have a motivated day, and boost your day. I'll see you tomorrow.